Hi, welcome back to my channel Read with Shubham. English is so boring. I don't feel like practicing English anymore. I'm not getting the improvement in my speaking English. That is what most of people think. That's why they are not getting the improvement in their speaking English. It is obvious when you first start doing anything in your life, you feel bored to do the tasks. But over the time, you get attached to it, you get familiar with it, and you find more interesting to do the tasks. When I first started going to school, I felt so bored to go to school. I did not feel like going to school anymore. But my mother and my eldest sister forced me to go to school. One day, one interesting thing happened in the school. One of my teachers asked me a question. Only I answered the question. None of the students in the class answered the question. Since that day on, I felt so happy that coming to school every day was one of my habits. So, I mean to say that maybe you don't know much about English. You have just started practicing English in your life. Some of you might be from Bengali medium background. So it happens initially to feel bored to practice every day. When I first started practicing English 1 year ago, to be honest, I did not find learning English so interesting. I practiced one day and for 2 to 3 days I did not practice. But over the time I found this learning English language so interesting. Today at present, if I don't practice a single day, I feel so uneasy. I feel like practicing English every day. That's why you might have seen that I upload the videos on my channel regularly because I feel like practicing. I feel like practicing English more and more. So, how has it become in my life to become so regular in practicing English? So, it has become just by practicing each and every day. And I want to tell you, if you take learning English as a burden, you can't see the improvement in your speaking English. There are lots of people who think that I have to learn English, otherwise my life will be ruined. What do I do? How much time it will take for me to learn English? That's how some of people keep thinking all the time. And when they keep thinking like that, their brain doesn't work properly and they don't feel very interested in learning English. Once MS Dhoni said in an interview that I was so passionate about cricket and I gave my 100% to cricket. I never thought that whether I would be a good cricketer or not. I just gave my best to practicing cricket. So, when you love something, you give your best. When you love something, you don't think about the time. You don't think whether you will get success or not. You love to do it. So you have to make English learning as one of your habits, just like you have so many habits. So like other habits, if you make English learning one of your habits, you can see the magic in your speaking English. You should not separate learning English from your life. English should be a part of your life. From getting up in the morning before going to bed, English should be indulged in your life. Then you can see the magic. You can see the changes in your speaking English. And when you feel bored to practice English every day, you can do something. You can listen to English musics, you can watch comedy shows, you can read something interesting, love story, comic books, romance, this type of things you can read, right? So you can make English learning interesting by your own effort. And I have told you about one application in one of my previous videos. You can use the application. There you can speak English with so many people from different countries. You can talk to them, you can learn their culture, you can learn so many things from them. By this way you can make English so funny, so interesting. When you learn English in a funny way, you don't feel it is a burden. But when you don't feel in English learning is fun, you think it's a burden. You think every day you have to speak English. Oh my God, today I have to practice English. I have to read, I have to listen, I have to watch. Oh my God, how I can do it? I don't feel like doing it. That's how you can never ever improve your English. Rather, your mind will lead you to practice English. Your mind will aspire for practicing English more and more. Just like nowadays, I feel like practicing English anywhere. If I watch anything, I take it so interesting. If I listen anything about practicing English, I take it so interesting. And I watch something on YouTube that interests me. I'm so fond of cricket. So related to cricket, if anything is there on YouTube, I feel like watching. Yes, I have already watched lots of interviews of Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni. So you have to find your interest, where you have your interest, and you have to practice English on your interest. So please, if you really want to improve your English, if you really want to speak English well in the near future, you should love this language. You should have self-motivation to learn this language. When you are charged from inside, when you are self-motivated to learn this language, so you don't need any motivation from outside. You can speak English. You can give your time to practicing English. But before that, you have to love. And love will come when you practice English daily. Just like as I said some minutes ago that I did not feel like practicing English anymore. But by practicing, I think that I have the interest. I know something about English. So you can know something about English when you practice more. By practicing more, you can enhance your confidence. You can have some skill, knowledge about learning English. That's how you can make this learning so interesting. So that is all in this video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, and give it a like. Till now, bye bye, take care.